And welcome back to the John Fitzgerald Gymnasium for Game 2 of the 2019 Cardinal Newman Classic semifinals. Another great matchup for you. It's the Menlo-Atherton Bears taking on the San Ramon Valley Wolves. Menlo-Atherton from the CCS down on the peninsula, San Ramon Valley from the East Bay. They are an NCS squad. Both teams won easily last night in their first round games. San Ramon Valley 79-30 over Whitney High School of the Sacramento area, and then Menlo-Atherton 64-28 over El Cerrito. The head coach for Menlo-Atherton is Steve Yob in his first year at the helm here with Menlo-Atherton. And we'll get a chance here. We'll take a look at the starting lineups in just a moment. As we get set to tip this one off, Menlo-Atherton wearing their maroon and gold trim, San Ramon Valley in their white with green. The Wolves start off with the ball first, and they work it around Gearhart, and Gearhart is tied up, no basket. They're gonna call that a tie-up. So Menlo-Atherton gets a nice stop. Gearhart had a great game last night for San Ramon Valley. Scored 16 points on the night, and there's the steal by Nebrez, and she lays it in after the turnover. Nebrez with an easy basket after stepping in front of that pass, and San Ramon Valley vaults out to the lead. Little runner, and that's going to go out of bounds. Taking it out underneath for San Ramon Valley is Allison Stern, and now Stern will dribble it up the floor. And San Ramon Valley is playing without their leading scorer, Audrey Baston. She's out injured, but without her, some other players have really stepped up. Nice stop right there, and the ball ends up in Serene Nebris' hands. Fast break the other way, and the lay-in by Anne-Marie Santich. Santich had an unbelievable game last night. She hit 5 threes, ended up with 21 points on the night. That one no good. Gearhart coming down with the rebound. Wolves do a very nice job of moving the ball, and there's Nebrez with the 3, and a 30-second timeout taken right here by Steve Yob. So a tough start for Menlo-Atherton. There's Steve Yob, their head coach. And he is matched up tonight with John Cristiano. Cristiano for San Ramon Valley. He's done a nice job here with this program over the years. 4th year at the helm, and now we'll get a chance to meet the starting lineups. First for the Menlo-Atherton Bears. Nell Fahey, Lena Lumblum, Catherine Chai, Malia Latu, and Nikki Yee. Yee had a good game last night for them. Made some nice baskets early on. And then on the other side, for San Ramon Valley, Nebrez, Santich, Gearhart, Sadie Carter, and Allison Stern. Nebrez already with 5 points here early on. Same referees, Daniel Peterson and Jay Farrick wearing the stripes, blowing the whistles here for semifinal game 2. Cardinal Newman has advanced to the championship. We're going to find out who they play tomorrow at 5:30. Gearhart with the steal. Nebrez again disrupted that one. 3 turnovers by Menlo here in the early going. And that one ends up rolling out of bounds. So San Ramon Valley with a 7-0 lead. We'll see if Menlo can get it going. San Ramon playing Whitney of the Sacramento area, teams that would rarely match up, if ever, maybe in NorCal's and San Ramon Valley kind of took it to him a little bit last night. Great ball movement and very good defense. They match up real well with either Cardinal Newman or Sacred Heart, depending on who they play tomorrow night in either the third place game or the championship. Nice job getting that rebound for Fahey. And finally, Menlo-Atherton is on the board as Fahey makes it 7-2. Santich, she was red hot from 3 last night, doesn't get that one. And all the way to the basket, that is Malia Latu. She had a good game last night for Menlo-Atherton as well. A stop for the Bears. Catherine Chai brings it up. Lindblom back to Chai. As Menlo tries to pull a little closer here, trailing 7-2. And similar to Cardinal Newman's start in semifinal number 1, they didn't score for the first 4+ minutes of the game and ended up finally getting going, scoring 21 in the second quarter. Stern gives it up, right side now. It's Gerhardt through the lane. Beautiful move by Paige Gerhardt, team captain, great player. Talked about this last night, but one of the things that San Ramon Valley prides themselves on is not only their success on the court, but in the classroom as well. 3 consecutive Team NCS Scholar Achievement Awards. Santich will try it and get it from 3. Again, 21 points last night, and she had 5 3-pointers, so you have got to get a hand up on her. Anne-Marie Santich picking up right where she left off last night with that 3-pointer. Fahey hits one. Gerhardt tries to split the defense, and it's a nice takeaway. But then the turnover at the other end by Latu, so Menlo-Atherton, the chance to get a little closer, but then they churn it over. Stern, no good. Nice move to the rack that time by Catherine Chai. Stern up top. We have an update from the Ed Lloyd Field and the NorCal football game. Cardinal Newman now up 35-0 in the second quarter. Wow. And a kicking call right there. 12-7, Menlo-Atherton trying to tighten things up a little bit here. What a great game that first semifinal was. A bit of a grinder. And that 3 is good. Latu answers at the other end with a 3 for Menlo-Atherton. So 15-10. Latu dribbling through the defense. Lindblom is fouled. Linnea Lindblom, good player. She is a senior forward. As we see that 3 at the other end. That was Gerhardt. So Gerhardt, Santich off to a great start as Lindblom doesn't get the first one. Lauren Sprague checking in. So Sprague on the floor as Lindblom gets the second one. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Three ball on the way after just checking in. Not bashful. Elise Wilkerson firing that one up. Menlo-Atherton has a chance to tighten things up, and Lindblom hits the three. Linnea Lindblom makes it 15-14. Lindblom 4 points now in this first quarter. Nice job by Menlo-Atherton weathering the early trouble. And now they are right back in the ball game. Takeaway by Latu, and she'll have some easy money at the other end. Malia Latu laying that one in for Menlo-Atherton, and the Bears now have the lead, 16-15. Malia trying to get another steal. Latu fighting hard with Gearhart, and a timeout taken by San Ramon Valley. There's your bracket. You can now move Cardinal Newman to the right. They won. You can also move Encinal to the left and Whitney to the left. They'll play for the consolation championship. And then bottom right, that's the question. San Ramon Valley or Menlo-Atherton, who will advance to play Cardinal Newman in the championship game? So the football game getting away from Los Gatos a little bit, 35-0. Man, that's hard to believe in the NorCal 3A final. Honestly, I thought the weather would affect Cardinal Newman's offense more than Los Gatos. They're a wing T team, and of course Cardinal Newman runs that spread offense, but obviously they're taking care of business out there in the pouring rain on the football field. Imagine we're going to see a lot of wet folks coming in here when it's halftime over there to check out what's going on in the basketball gym and dry off a little bit. Diving to the floor, finally Gearhart has it way back court and slides it for. Nice play by Gearhart. Off the mark, offensive rebound, however. And it's Santich drilling another one. All net right there. She has 8 points in the first quarter. Takeaway, fifth turnover by Menlo-Atherton, and they return the favor with a travel at the other end. A little shuffle of the feet that time by Sprague. Takeaway, Gearhart. And Gearhart with the left hand lays it in at the buzzer. So Gearhart scores 7, Santich scores 8, and San Ramon Valley leads by 4 after the first quarter here in semifinal number 2. 20-16, the Wolves over the Bears. We'll take a break right here and be back with the start of quarter number 2 here in the Cardinal Newman Classic semifinals.
Mead Clark Lumber Company, locally owned and part of the community for over 100 years. With the right information and the right materials, Mead Clark is the right lumber yard. So shop where the contractors shop, at Mead Clark Lumber. Mead Clark Lumber.
And we're ready to start the second quarter. 4-point lead for the Wolves, trying to make it to the 2019 Cardinal Newman Classic Championship, and that is a good way to do it right there, as the lay-in by Sprague makes it a 6-point lead. Menlo-Atherton weathered that early storm. They fell behind, but they kind of chipped away at the lead and tied it up momentarily, but now San Ramon Valley gets another stop. 7 turnovers now for Menlo-Atherton. That has been their issue thus far. Only 2 turnovers by the Wolves. Santich off the mark this time. Nice hustle by Sprague to keep it alive. And this is going to be a free throw opportunity for Maddie Walpole, as she was fouled by Lindblom. Her first personal foul. It's the second team foul. And Walpole hits the first one. Walpole goes off the glass. And I'm not sure if I heard her call that one, but we'll give it to her. 24-16. Latu, tough shot in traffic. Malia Latu now with 7 points for the Menlo-Atherton Bears, but Gearhart right back down the floor, draws a foul and will go to the line. I think Nikki Yee got her. Check out Latu. Great little left-right fake right there. She got it. Gearhart hits the first one. Gearhart, one of the captains on this team. Kind of a young team for Coach Cristiano in his 4th year at the helm of San Ramon Valley. Gearhart got them both. And a foul call. It's going to go against San Ramon Valley. Good hustle that time by Santich, but she was reaching just a little bit. Actually, they don't give it to Santich. They gave that one to Walpole. So her first. Second team foul against the Wolves. Step out by Yee. Mentioned last night, Nikki Yee, she has that kind of strange ball rotation. Sometimes it almost looks like top spin, not a classic back spinner. But the results are all that matters, and she's a great shooter. Eight-point lead for the Wolves. Rachel Benedict is also in the game right now, wearing number 35. Shot clock down under 5, and there's a turnover. San Ramon Valley's defense making things happen right there. It is a turnover for Menlo-Atherton. That's their 8th. They're going to have to really talk about that at halftime in terms of how can they do a better job of taking care of the ball against San Ramon Valley's relentless defense. Stern bringing it up now for the Wolves. Nice takeaway by Latu. 4th turnover by San Ramon Valley. We'll see if Menlo-Atherton can get it going now. They trail by 8. Yee was open for a moment. Now it's Latu for 3. Off the mark. Latu hustles after it, keeps it alive. But Nebres ends up with the ball for San Ramon Valley, but then she steps out, so it'll be Menlo-Atherton's ball. Oh no, check it, it's gonna be San Ramon Valley's ball. There comes Paige Gearhart. Gerhardt with the left hand, no good. Lindblom off the mark. Nebrays with her third rebound. San Ramon Valley working the ball. That's what they do very well. They pass the ball. They remind me a lot of Cardinal Newman in terms of their style of play and how they seem to have that sixth sense about where their teammates are on the floor. There's a travel call that now gives them 5 turnovers. Trying to feed it to Lindblom, but Gerhardt steps in front and she goes out of bounds, so the ball will stay with Menlo-Atherton. Nice ball movement. Lindblom misses. Here comes Gerhardt. Nice move. She gives it up to Stern, and Stern hits a 3. Stern didn't do a lot of shooting last night, but with that kind of touch, I'm a bit surprised. Timeout taken by Menlo-Atherton to give me a chance to thank our sponsors. Chris Devine, Hush Clothing Boutique, Nordby Construction, Ernie Robles, the Ahlstrom family, Elite Excursions, Alexander Valley Sellers, Edgar Law Firm, and MIB Insurance. Really appreciate their support of this tournament and YSN365.com. Nice ball movement here by San Ramon Valley in the open floor. And check it out, it was kind of interesting. Gerhardt drove down. I think she realized she was going to be that open. She gives it up to Stern, and Stern hits the bottom of the net. San Ramon Valley with a 9-point lead. Lost it out of bounds. It's going to stay with Menlo as it was last touched by a Wolf. Takeaway again. And the Wolves turn it over at the other end. 6th turnover by them. No. Lindblom down the lane, and she's fouled. Sadie Carter picking up her first personal foul that time as Lindblom goes to the line for the 2nd time tonight. Lindblom is now 1 of 3 from the free throw line. And Lindblom gets 1 of 2. She has 5 points on the night. That one off the mark. Nice rebound. Menlo-Atherton will now try to chip away a little bit. That was Bobrovsky. Takeaway by San Ramon. Again, Menlo-Atherton's going to have to tighten things up. They're just turning the ball over way too much. Dunlap that got the rebound that time for the Bears. Trailing by 10. Lindblom, nice ball fake. Shy almost lost it. Nice move by Chai. She ends up going with the left hand that time and misses. It'll be San Ramon Valley's ball. Gearhart's going to check back in now for San Ramon Valley. Team captain. Leading scorer on the night so far with 9 points. And a step back three for Sadie Carter. San Ramon Valley. They have a lot of depth. They have a lot of players that can hurt you from beyond the arc, and that's what it takes. That was one thing that Cardinal Newman struggled with a little bit tonight, was find that extra player that could hit from beyond the arc. Finally, it was Mariah Harris who ended up getting it done for the Cardinals, hitting a couple of threes. Christina Bacci was nails as well. There's a shot off the mark by Stern. Offensive rebound by Santich, and then Gearhart sticks a three. Look out, the Wolves look good now, leading by 16 points. And both these teams won easily last night. Menlo-Atherton 64-28 over El Cerrito. And San Ramon knocked off Whitney 79-30. Now Whitney ended up winning in their consolation bracket game today, so they'll be in the consolation championship team. I think that was a better team than they showed last night. Faberowski, no good. Carter had the rebound, and here comes San Ramon Valley now with just over a minute to play here in the first half. 16-point lead. Nebres ended up a little too far underneath that time, and it'll be Menlo-Atherton's ball. Football game is now at halftime, still 35-0. Cardinal Newman with the big lead in that one. Well on their way to the state championship. Not sure where that's going to be played. It was still to be announced. They used to have all the games in one venue, but I think this year they may be doing it at some higher seed site. So Cardinal Newman might even be hosting next week, but I'm not sure how that's going to go down. Used neutral sites in the past, but I think this year only the top divisions, only the Open and maybe 1 and 2 are going to be played at a neutral site. But I'm not completely sure. I'm a little out of the loop this year in terms of everything that's going on with the CIF. Almost an over and back right there. 30 seconds to go in the half. Fabrowski hits that one. Nicely done. Much needed basket for the Menlo-Atherton Bears. Under 20 seconds now. Santich, oh, net, oh my goodness. A clinic put on by the Wolves tonight. 7 3-pointers in this first half. That one's off the mark. Stern has the rebound. Santich tries to beat the buzzer and cannot do it. So San Ramon Valley with a big lead. 38-21. They've built that lead up to 17 points, and their three-point shooting is on point. No doubt about that. So we'll step aside right here at the half. A big lead for the Wolves here in the 2019 Cardinal Newman Classic semifinals. And we'll be back with some highlights of that first half of play and the start of quarter number 3 in just a moment.
Cardinal Newman High offers a Catholic college preparatory whole-person education. With a dedicated faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, your daughter or son will have the advantages of the highest caliber educational opportunity in Sonoma County. Learn more at cardinalnewman.org. Highlights presented by Meade Clark Lumber Company, locally owned and part of the community for over 100 years. With the right information and the right materials, Meade Clark is the right lumber yard. So shop where the contractors shop, at Meade Clark Lumber. North Bay Elite AAU girls basketball attending the top NCAA showcases in the country, with former players competing at the NCAA Division I, II, III, and NAIA levels, winners of 2 Pacific District Level 1 national qualifiers. For the best in girls AAU basketball, it's the North Bay Elite.
All right, welcome back. We're going to take a look at some of the highlights of the first half of play. Menlo-Atherton and San Ramon Valley working hard. And here we go. Take a look first at the Menlo-Atherton Bears. Nice job getting the ball down low right here, and a nice reverse land right there. I believe that was Fahey. Then we have Lindblom stepping out. Or no, excuse me, that was Fahey again. Nell Fahey had a couple big baskets. Christina Chai to the rack that time. She throws that one up in traffic down the lane. Very nicely done. And then Malia Latu hits the 3. At this point, Menlo-Atherton was hanging in there, but San Ramon Valley began to pull away just after that. The turnovers were mounting. Pass out to the left wing, and Fabroski got that one from the left side. And then here comes the Bears down the floor one more time. And that one's no good. And now we'll take a look at San Ramon Valley. Nebre's got off to a really nice start. That was right after a steal and an easy lay-in for Serene Nebres. Then another fast break opportunity right here as they were mounting up the steals. Great ball movement, and Santich, who had that huge game last night, had 8 points in the first half. Here's Stern looking left, looking right, trying to find an open player. Gets it to Nebres, who finds Santich trailing, and she hits the bottom of the net. Players off the bench did a good job also for them. That was Sadie Carter hitting a three. There's another three-pointer from the left side by Santich doing her thing. There's a steal. Gerhardt, who does it on both ends of the floor for San Ramon Valley with that great takeaway. And then check her out here. She goes through traffic and finds Stern out on that left wing, who sticks the three as well. 3-point shooting for San Ramon Valley was on. They had 7 threes in the first half, and they were spreading it around. There's Carter again getting one from 3-point land. So big lead for the Wolves here at the half, and we'll take another break right here. And we'll be back with the start of the third quarter. Lorian Russell, the head coach for Sacred Heart Cathedral, will be with me when we start the second half.
Mead Clark Lumber Company, locally owned and part of the community for over 100 years. With the right information and the right materials, Mead Clark is the right lumber yard. So shop where the contractors shop, at Mead Clark Lumber. Malloy, Emery, and Vasconi Insurance Services, a professional agency with personal service, insuring wine country since 1890. Cardinal Newman High offers a Catholic college preparatory whole-person education. With a dedicated faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, your daughter or son will have the advantages of the highest caliber educational opportunity in Sonoma County. Learn more at cardinalnewman.org. Highlights presented by Mead Clark Lumber Company, locally owned and part of the community for over 100 years. With the right information and the right materials, Mead Clark is the right lumber yard. So shop where the contractors shop, at Mead Clark Lumber.
And here we go with the start of the third quarter. San Ramon Valley and Menlo-Atherton. San Ramon Valley with a nice lead. And joining me here for the second half, Lorian Russell. Coach Russell, great game against Cardinal Newman. That was a barn burner. And you had to be pleased with your defense to start that game. You held them scoreless in the first 4 minutes. What was the strategy in order to try to shut them down?
Just a challenge. Team defense is very important to having a successful defense. So not being so worried just with the person that you're guarding, but make sure you're playing good ball defense instead of tight man-to-man defense and there's no help. So we always want to make sure there was a hand in the face showing on screens, and the girls did a great job with that.
How tough is it to defend a team like Cardinal Newman?
Very tough. You know, the fortunate thing is that we're very familiar with each other on both sides. You know, Monica does a great job with her program, and we love coming out here. So these games are always close, always a battle. Last year was the same thing, so definitely enjoy it.
Gerhardt steps back from three, doesn't get it. Yeah, you guys have been here. This is, the fourth time you guys have been in this tournament. You've had some great success, but there's some tremendous teams in this tournament. This is not an easy tournament to win, as you well know. You guys did it back in the day with Ilmari Thomas, who had that great tournament back then, went on to Cincinnati. What is it like to get this kind of experience for your players early in the season as Gerhardt sticks to three?
Oh, it's very important. Cardinal Newman runs an amazing tournament. You play teams from all over. Monica does a great job of bringing teams in from out of state. And to play these kind of games early definitely helps our team build character for later on in the season.
Now, do you come for the basketball or do you come for the food? That hospitality room was
I mean,
on point
honestly,
tonight.
we come for both, you know. So the coaches get to eat, and you get great competition from the teams that are in the tournament.
Yeah, thank you. Again, I'm with Coach LaRyan Russell, head coach for Sacred Heart Cathedral. They will be playing one of these teams tomorrow in the third place game, and right now San Ramon Valley looks pretty good, up by 20. So it's nice you get a chance to scout your opponent for tomorrow a little bit. And these are both really good teams, but San Ramon Valley's playing good basketball right now.
Absolutely. They have a lot of movement. They spread the ball around, and what I love is just hearing the communication out there on the court.
And San Ramon Valley is actually a new team to this tournament. They haven't been here before, but they're making a statement right now. We've seen some great teams over the years. Regis Jesuit of Colorado last year, you guys matched up against them. What a team that was.
Absolutely.
Man, that was a great one. Oregon City, Oregon. In the first year, you guys weren't there that first year, I don't believe, but that was a great team as well. And funny thing about this tournament is Cardinal Newman, as great as they've done state championships, they've never outright won this. They were the co-champs of the showcase year, but they've never outright won it. And I don't know, they got a pretty good chance this year. It's a good team. Monica's put together a really good team, very well balanced, and of course, Anya Choi is such a great player.
Oh yeah, I've known Anya since like the 5th grade, so just seeing her development, seeing her growth, and it's definitely been a joy to watch. But Cardinal Newman overall, like Monica does a great job with having them play together, and a tough-minded team. They play hard, you know, so definitely a great measuring stick for us, especially this early in the year.
Yee gets that one up top to Fahey. Fahey's had a pretty good game coming off the bench for Menlo-Atherton, and now it will be the Wolves trying to add to the lead. Santich threw that one a little high, looking for Carter. Uncharacteristic turnover by San Ramon Valley. They do such a great job taking care of the ball. Just 6 turnovers on the night. Trying to bounce that underneath. Here comes Santich. Into the corner. Carter off the mark. Up top to Fahey. Takeaway now. Here comes San Ramon Valley. Stern from the corner. Off the mark. A lot of great three-point shooters for San Ramon. They're a tough team to defend as well because of that. You never know who's going to get the shot.
Well, they do a great job of penetration and kick, making an extra pass, especially this play right here. Great shot, great ball movement. You just hope those go down when you take them.
Lynn Bloom ends up with it. Santich off the mark. The Wolves seem to have cooled down just a little bit. And they take a 30-second timeout. You can cool down a little bit offensively, but if you play great defense, you're always going to be in the game. I know that's what great coaches and great teams talk about. How do you assess your league this year? Of course, the West Catholic Athletic League is one of the toughest in the entire state.
Yes.
How do you think you guys fit in, and who's going to be tough down there this year?
I'm very competitive, so I'm always expecting us to be at the top of our league. There's great coaching in the league. Any given night, any team can win, any team can lose. So it's definitely where having these kind of games early on in the season definitely prepares us for our league play, because our league play is a battle every single night.
Yeah, there are no off nights.
No,
West Catholic
not at all.
League. Not even
not
close.
at all.
Yeah, that's got to be fun. You know, there's been some talk about, I hear people every once in a while talking about creating another private school league like the West Catholic Athletic League, called maybe the North Catholic Athletic League, with Cardinal Newman, Marin Catholic, Salesian. You could have St. Mary's of Berkeley, Bishop O'Dowd. That would be pretty good too.
That would be
right?
awesome. That would be awesome. I think it'd be great for girls basketball. Just here in the Bay Area, I don't think people understand how good girls basketball is out here. So that would be awesome to have another league like that. I would definitely love to play all the teams too.
There's Gearhart. Yeah, it could open up the possibility of having like a showcase, you know,
Absolutely.
West Catholic against the North Catholic. I'm not sure if it'll ever happen. There's some people that talk about it. A lot of people say, nah, we don't want to do that, and I'm not sure why. I think the travel is one of the things, but you guys have managed that a way around that. I mean, your league spans all the way from San Francisco down to
Yes.
South San Jose, and you guys
Yes.
work it out, right?
Absolutely. And traveling from San Francisco to South San Jose during rush hour traffic is definitely no fun. But, yeah, absolutely. Our league covers a lot of ground. It's been working for a number of years, and you get very good basketball. So it's definitely worth it.
That was
Definitely
Elise
worth it.
Wilkerson with that lay-in as San Ramon has stretched this lead out to 26. I got to say, I didn't see that coming against Menlo. I thought this would be a fairly tight game as well. Gearhart takes that one down for San Ramon Valley.
I love how San Ramon Valley all players keep their head up when they bring the ball up the court and trying to advance the ball. You love to see that as a coach.
Wolves give it up to Gearhart. Nice
Good
pass
pass.
underneath. Yeah, I think that's the one thing that impresses me the most about San Ramon Valley is their ball movement, kind of similar to Cardinal Newman in terms of the way they work the ball around the perimeter and look for open threes.
Yeah, and that's very important because you can't just key in on one or two players, and it leaves it wide open for everyone to.
That's a foul on a three-point shooter, so we're going to get 3 free throws by Maddie Walpole.
Great clock awareness. There was only 3 seconds left on the shot clock, and she made a heads-up play to turn and shoot as the defender was running at her and got the body on that foul.
Coach Yob looking a little disappointed with the way this game has gone so far. Again, that Sacred Heart Cardinal Newman game, one of the best high school girls games I've seen in a long time. That was a real barn burner, Coach. And
Yes.
you got to be proud of even though you came up on the short end, you got to be proud of your kids. They played hard, and you were in it all the way to the very end.
Absolutely. You know, these are great games that you can go back to the film and look at the things that you can do better, and also point out everything that you did well. So, you know, definitely proud of your team anytime they fight to the end. That's all you can ask for as a coach, for that consistent effort throughout the game.
Under 2 minutes to go here in the third. San Ramon working it around the top again. Great ball movement. Stepping just inside the three-point line, and Fabrowski comes down with the rebound, that time from Menlo-Atherton. Bears need a flurry. Latou will go to the line. Malia Latou, great player.
I know the score doesn't reflect it, but Menlo is playing very good defense. They just need some shots to fall on the offensive end.
Got CCS going against NCS, and it's been one of the things about this tournament over the years is the CCS teams, NCS teams, then you get teams from completely out of the area like Whitney. We've had
Yes.
Regis, Colorado, Oregon City, Oregon. That's got to be fun to just see different teams in different areas that you wouldn't normally play.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's one of the reasons why I try to take my team every year to the Nike Tournament of Champions in Phoenix every year. You get a chance to see what's really out there across the country, and it's great for the girls, for team bonding, and also just to measure themselves against opponents from all over the place. And it's definitely a fun thing to be a part of, and always great to have great competition around.
And I got to say, over the years, I've been really impressed with the way high school girls basketball has developed, the competitiveness, the shooting ability, the ball movement. It just seems to get better and better as the years goes on. I think that's a credit to the off-season training that everybody does, the club teams that are so popular, and all the experience that these players get from a really early age.
Absolutely, and it helps to have, you know, the gym availability, the great ball movement right there. Great ball movement
by
right
Wilkerson. Wilkerson's hit a couple baskets here in the second half. The San Ramon Valley continues to stretch the lead. Now a 30-point bulge. Dunlap hits one. Very nice shot for Mariah Dunlap. And look at Wilkerson. Man, is she red hot here in the second half.
Great answer.
Kind of hard to believe the success San Ramon Valley's had, and one of their best scorers isn't even playing in this tournament. How good would they be with Aubrey Baston on the floor as well?
Yes, absolutely. Good drive. And
Working
you love
her
to
way
see
back to the line, Walpole.
and you love to see the bench there. They're out there cheering each other on every time there's a shot, a good play made, and that shows great teamwork right there.
Walpole does not get the second, but an offensive rebound. Sprague gets it outside to Reed. Tremendous depth for San Ramon Valley. They're bringing players off the bench, and there is like no drop off. Again, very similar to Cardinal Newman. If this lead holds up, which it looks like it will, that's going to be a heck of a game tomorrow night.
Absolutely. I'm going to have to stick around and check that one out after our game tomorrow.
Well, you know, you always got a seat right next to me. So
absolutely.
We can pull you out of the hospitality room, that is.
Count me in. Count me in.
Bobrowoski makes it 58-27 at the end of three. San Ramon Valley flexing their muscles all the way to the championship game. They've got 8 minutes to go to hold on to a 31-point lead. We'll be back with the start of the fourth quarter here in the Cardinal Newman Classic in just a moment.
Malloy, Emery, and Vesconi Insurance Services.
Nice. Are you good?
A professional agency with personal service,
insuring
insuring wine country since 1890. Cardinal Newman High offers a Catholic college preparatory whole-person education. With a dedicated faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, your daughter or son will have the advantages of the highest caliber educational opportunity in Sonoma. Learn more at cardinalnewman.org. Highlights presented by Meade Clark Lumber Company, locally owned and part of the community for over 100 years. With the right information and the right materials, Meade Clark is the right lumber yard. So shop where the contractors shop, at Meade Clark Lumber.
All right, football team looking good. Cardinal Newman up 42-0 in the NorCal 3A. Football, unbelievable. Big lead for Cardinal Newman.
Well, I'm happy for them. They had a tough go-round last year with the coin flip and everything, and just unfortunate that they had to go through that situation. So I'm happy for them to be able to do their thing tonight and be able to represent Cardinal Newman's state championship game.
I didn't think anybody was going to score 42 points tonight, and that rain out there is one night that I was glad to be doing basketball instead of football. Oh my goodness.
Absolutely.
There's going to be a lot of wet people in that hospitality room as soon as that game's over.
Yes.
Takeaway by Menlo-Atherton. Bears trying to close this one out strong. Nikki Yee, she's had a quiet night tonight after a great game last night. And there's Gerhardt with another rebound.
Great box out right there as well.
Yeah. Paige Gerhardt, just a tremendous overall player, offensively and defensively for the San Ramon Valley team. Great fake right there.
Try.
Gerhardt down the lane with the left hand.
She's a tough player, very heady, knows how to read the lay of the floor, and just great player, great move, great finish.
18 points now for Paige Gerhardt. Good defense by Stern up top on Faberwaski. Has to give it up to Latu. Latu, nice behind the back move. Doesn't quite get the spin. Out ahead of the pack, it is Stern with the lay-in. Allison Stern now has 5 points. And Steve Yob will take a timeout right here for Menlo-Atherton. So we'll step aside with 6:41 to go in this one. It's 62-27. San Ramon Valley with a huge lead here in the Cardinal Newman Classic semifinals. Wow.
I'll do the game with you too.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll stay.
That'd be great. Thank you.
North Bay Elite AAU girls basketball attending the top NCAA showcases in the country, with former players competing at the NCAA Division I, II, III, and NAIA levels, winners of 2 Pacific District Level 1 national qualifiers. For the best in girls AAU basketball, it's the North Bay Elite.
San Ramon gets everybody back there. Very
Big
tough
lead for the Wolves. Tomorrow night's games will be at 4 and 5:30. 4 o'clock for the third place game, 5:30 for the championship. I'm Dave Cox alongside Ryan Russell, the head coach for Sacred Heart Cathedral, bringing you the final 6.5 minutes of this one. Takeaway once again by the Wolves.
Great hustle right there.
Latu gets it back for Menlo-Atherton. And Latu travels.
Tell you what, it's awesome to see Menlo continue to fight and continue to battle, even though the scoreboard says it's a pretty big discrepancy between points. But they're out here fighting and playing hard, and you love to see that as a coach.
Yeah, I can't even believe that this lead has swollen to this much. Kind of crazy. Shows you how good this San Ramon Valley team is. They want to win this championship. You can tell they're very competitive, very serious about what they're doing, and a great team. Santich misses that one. Latu comes down with it. Malia Latu is fouled in the open floor.
She has a nice handle right there. Under control and great ball handling skills. Way to draw the foul on that one.
You guys usually don't match up with them in CCS play, right? They're usually in a different division.
Yes. Yeah, being in a WCAL, we usually go to the open just because of how competitive our league is, and we end up playing open CCS.
Nikki Yee fouled on her way to the rack. So Nikki Yee will go to the free throw line. She has had a quiet night, hasn't scored yet.
Hopefully she can break that right here.
She had a great first quarter last night, got Menlo-Atherton going. One of the players you definitely have to focus on defensively.
Absolutely, very smooth game, very smooth game. Good look.
Nice pass underneath, and there's Carter. Sadie Carter having a really good game tonight. She's hit a 3, now has 7 points for San Ramon Valley as Coach Cristiano gets set to check 5 new Wolves onto the court. Maria Latu, great job going behind the back. It's to Faberwaski. Now it's Lindblom for 3, and she's fouled beyond the arc. Santich came out and got her, and she's going to shoot 3. Linnea Lindblom.
Nice looking shot right there as well. Great form. Line change for both teams.
5 in, 5 out. No good. Here comes San Ramon Valley now. A little over 5 minutes to go in this one. Again, very little drop off, even when they bring in a fresh 5. Look at the ball movement and the passing.
Great pass right there.
Sprague will go to the line.
You know, no matter how good a team you are defensively, it's hard to guard a team that everyone's always moving, great cuts, great passes. They know when to bounce pass. They know when to throw chest passes. This team is very well coached.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that John Cristiano's done a great job with this team. They have that knack for knowing where their teammates are on the floor. And Dunlop finds the bottom of the net with a big 3. Mariah Dunlap hits her second 3 of the night, as Menlo-Atherton tries to make the final score a little more respectable right now with 4:30 to play. Trailing by 33 points. Hard to believe. Takeaway by Lindblom at the top. Linnea Lindblom trying to dribble through 2 Wolves, and it goes off the foot of Lindblom. Trouble getting that one up, but wide open player underneath, but nice job defensively by Fahey. Takes it away for Menlo-Atherton. The other way we go. Lindblom just inside, no, just outside the arc. I thought she had kind of stepped in a little bit, but they'll give her 3 on that. Nice little run here for Menlo-Atherton. See if they can keep it going. Sprague trying to get by Lindblom. Back outside it goes to Walpole, off the mark. Offensive rebound, however. Jenna Reed coming down with that one for the Wolves. Nice block by Lindblom. Terrific timing right there on that. Fahey open for a moment. Dunlop feeling it. Come the Wolves up the middle. 3:20 to play. And there's the 3 by Wilkerson. She's hit 3 threes tonight. 11 points, excuse me, for Wilkerson off the bench for San Ramon Valley. Always nice when you can find somebody that can hit 3 threes off the bench. Up top to Fahey. San Ramon Valley just looking to kill this last 2 minutes and 45 seconds, and they will be on their way to the Saturday afternoon championship game here in the 2019 Cardinal Newman Classic. And that one's good. Wow. Walpole.
Great job using the entire shot clock to get an amazing shot from the right wing on that one.
Dunlap off the mark. Dunlap gets her own miss. Nice hustle there for Mariah Dunlap. Didn't give up on the play. Follow your shot.
Absolutely. You're the first one to know if it's off or not.
And where it's going, you have the read, right? Update on the football game. Cardinal Newman now up 42-0. That game is now in the 4th quarter. Just outside the John Fitzgerald Gymnasium on Ed Lloyd Field. Lindblom off the front iron. Nice rebound there by Brinley Myers. Nice drive to the basket by Sprague. Again, very little drop off when they bring in the new players like this, and that is the sign of a great team. Cardinal Newman's similar, where they don't have much drop off when they bring in their second line players either.
No, not at all. Fouled. Not at all. And both teams, and that's what you want. and that's what's going to lead to a great game tomorrow for this championship game.
Yeah, looks like it's safe to say that we will see San Ramon Valley and Cardinal Newman. We'll have Menlo-Atherton and Sacred Heart Cathedral in the 4 o'clock third place game. And in terms of, I mean, obviously you're not going to win the championship, but how big would it be to go 2-1 to get out of here with a winning record?
Oh, it's always great to end over 500 or win the majority of your games. So, young team as well. Have 2 freshmen on varsity that play, and it's great. This is great experience for them, especially if we can leave here 2-1.
Final 105 in this one. Coach Cristiano seems pretty relaxed and pretty happy, but he's going to have to go to work right after this and figure out how to beat Cardinal Newman in that championship game. Lindblom spins, no good. Under a minute to go now for the Wolves, up by 34. Here in semifinal number 2, hard to believe. Nice rebound for Menlo-Atherton that time. It was Mel Voss coming down with the board. Sarah Davenport dribbling up top, gets it to Linnea Lindblom, who misses that one. And we go under 30 seconds now in this one. Hope you enjoyed our coverage today, and I hope you can join us tomorrow, 4 o'clock. Remember, the third place game starts the party, and then 5:30 will be the championship game. So a little bit earlier start times on the Saturday finals. Should be 2 very good basketball games. Looking forward to it as that one is thrown away by the Wolves, and we go under 10 seconds.
They want to get you a 3-pointer, Dave. I thought
I
you
was
were going to
open.
be ready for it, man.
I was open. I won't even tell you. I'm so old. They didn't have the 3-point line when I played. And that one's good at the buzzer, so a nice way to close it out. Fabrowski hits that one, and that gives us the final. 74-42, a 32-point win for San Ramon Valley. So the Wolves and the Cardinals tomorrow, and now Menlo-Atherton, they're going to be hungry after getting this loss.
Absolutely.
So you've got your work cut out for you now as well. You got to go to the chalkboard, right, and figure out what's going on.
Time to go home and watch some film and get the girls ready for tomorrow.
All right. Well, Ryan, I really appreciate you joining us, and
Thank
maybe
you for
tomorrow
having me.
night we'll do it again, right?
Absolutely.
All right.
I will be back.
Championship
Thank you
game
for having
tomorrow
me.
night. Ryan will be with me again. So hopefully in a good mood after a victory in the third place game. So there is your final in this one, 74-42, San Ramon Valley over Menlo-Atherton. We will be here again tomorrow night with the championship and third place game at the John Fitzgerald Gymnasium. Until then, I'm Dave Cox. For Lorian Russell, our director Brian Leach, our chief engineer Martin Kornfeld, and all of us here at YSN365.com saying goodbye and thanks for watching.
Malloy, Emery, and Vesconi Insurance Services, a professional agency with personal service, insuring wine country since 1890. Cardinal Newman High offers a Catholic college preparatory whole person education. With a dedicated faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, your daughter or son will have the advantages of the highest caliber educational opportunity in Sonoma County. Learn more at cardinalnewman.org. Highlights presented by Meade Clark Lumber Company, locally owned and part of the community for over 100 years. With the right information and the right materials, Meade Clark is the right lumber yard. So shop where the contractors shop, at Meade Clark Lumber.